So I've removed those things inside. You see, it's firm already now. It's already standing. So this is what we have, you see. So we have, okay. Alright. So now I want to do this. There's a border, okay? And when I'm done, there's a way I'm going to stitch it. You can actually sew it, okay? So this way, this is just a black fondant. You form a long sausage. Make sure the sausage is even. You can as well measure from here. We're looking for 31. And then I can stretch in this 32. Okay? So, I'm comfortable. I want you to eat this part out. So just form a very long sausage. And make sure every part is even, okay? So I can just size it. Just to see. I like what I have. Okay, so what I need to do is put water gently. Remember, you're working with white and black. So I'm just going to start from this part. Use my hand, press it. Whatever I feel is not sticking, I just add little water to it. So now I want to stitch. This is how you stitch. It's come close. So while stitching, I'm pressing that. So it's as if that's where it was sewn. It was attached to it. See it? You notice I'm stitching. I'm pressing it down. While I'm supporting with this my hand. So you see it. So I'm just going to stitch round, okay? And I'm going to repeat the same thing for this part. So when I'm done, I'll get back to you guys. So this I'm going to stitch this round. And I'll repeat the same thing for this part. So when I'm done, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so you see, I'm done putting the stitches there from the borders. Okay, so now we want to do the details. This part has a lot of details. Okay, this one is just like the background. You understand? So like finishing the chains, the handle, everything. So I'm going to be starting with this. Sorry. You see this leather is having two gold at the extreme. Okay. It's also holding the handle. So I want to start with that. Okay. And also this part, we have a black, like a black leather here. Okay. Definitely we'll have another one here, but you know this part is actually covering it. So that's what I want to do. So already I've done this. Look how I did. I just wrote normal from the black for that. Okay. And just cut. I said, of this class that I love working with freehand. I love working with freehand, okay? So this was how I got this. You see it? So you just need to measure. And I just stitch them with my skewer by putting holes. You have, what do they call, what's the name of this stuff? I normally used to put stitches, okay? But I'm not, I love making use of, I love working with freehand. So if you don't have those things, you can do whatever, do your cake perfectly well. So what I need to do now is just gum them. So I'm starting with this. This one is just a normal straight. For this top, you just roll, cut your rectangular shape, okay? So I'm just going to brush and put water. Little, not much. I'm going to turn it because I want it to be centralized. Okay. Okay, that's that for this part, okay? So I want to do this part. So I'm going to pour water. Not so much, but enough to hold. I'm going to do same for this side. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is check the bar. We have like a tiny rope, like border, not let me say tiny border, black, you know, that is locking everything. If you zoom very, you see in the picture I'm actually using. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, just the same way I did this one, but it's going to be tiny. So I'm just going to do that to be tiny, very tiny, and I'm just going to lock the under. Okay, so when we are done with this, we will now do the handle and some other. So now let's do this, okay? When I'm done rolling it, I'll get back to you. Okay, so you see, I've done one of the buckle or the hook, whatever you want to call it, okay? Now see, look at how I did it. You see, I'm going to do this part now, you see it. When I'm done doing this part, I'm also going to show you how I got this, okay? So just put it to water. Remember, not much. Use my skewer to open my hand. Okay, so I'm going to use this white. I'm going to use this light. Check it first. Okay, to go. So just pour water. Put this inside this. Okay. So I'll put same for this other side. not to worry, even if the white is stained, because I'm going to paint it, okay? And even if it's stained, it's just your color. I'm going to paint it, that's why I'm not so conscious. I was going to leave it when I have cleaned this whole place. Make sure that there was no white, no black stain on my table before doing the white. Okay, I think this part is sticking. Okay, so see, we're done with this. See, we're going to paint gold. That's that'll be the last thing, you know. Or we'll paint before we steam. We can steam for paint. We'll clean for paint. Okay. All right. So these are bag hands. You see, this is from our hand. The handle of our bag. This was how I got this. This is your normal fondant. You form your sausage when you form this, and you put your flower wire. See, pass through and you roll. So this one is smaller because I'm just showing you a sample. You see it? You just roll, and when you get what you're looking for, bend. Alright, so that's that. So now I want to fix this. So I'm just going to bend it. Okay? Put it here. See? Use for this. See it? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put little water here. Very little. Likewise here. And I'm going to use my hand to match it down. So it looks real. You see? I'll do same for this. See it? I'm just going to bend because the bag we're doing actually looks as if they're both colliding. Okay? So that's that for this. So I'm going to repeat same at the back. Okay? When I'm done, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so you see what we have, okay? We're done with both hands. Now I want to do some other details like the lock, the padlock, you know. And though that one there on the phone is not so visible, but I want to just try and create something, okay, for the lock. Okay, so this one I'm going to use just a normal fondant. I remember I added the same skin, right? Fondant, okay? So I'm just going to, I cut this to measure, okay? You see, so it's going to be my lock. So I'm going to run this first. Remember, everything white here, apart from these white stripes, is going to be painted gold. See? Okay, I'll just stitch. I could stitch before bringing them, before going. But since I didn't stitch, let me just stitch for me. I think they have something called glue, stitching glue or something. I have that one in my office, so you can also use this. Most times I use this flat. You don't see, you don't have so bad. So see this, it's just, you know, what I did was I just rolled my fondant. Okay, something like this, then I just fold it and glue. So this one also, you see, it's firm already. So I'm going to just gum it to this. You hold it for some time. It sticks like this. That's positive. So these are padlock. It's just a normal fondant. The same. So I just cut normal rectangular shape. Just they are really thick and trimmed. Okay, so you don't have a padlock. It's going to be here like this. So let me create a hole that our padlock will enter. So I'm creating a hole that will enter. I'm just going to stick it here. It's very thick, so I put it sticks. It doesn't fall off. Okay, so now this is going to serve as the hook, padlock hook, or what do they call it? What do they call that thing? Let's see, gently pass. So I'm going to pour water inside the bowl and create it. Yeah, our padlock is ready, okay? Alright, so that's that for this. I'm going to paint. Now, don't mind the stains on this white. I told you, I'm not so conscious. If you know, these ones are very clean. I was working with both black and white on this finishing because I know I'm going to paint it gold. So any stain you're seeing is not like stain that is bad. Just know it's a stain that came out from our black color. And I did that because I'm sure I'm going to paint. Now, even I'm not going to paint, I would have made sure I've cleared all my black. Before, if you notice, before I roll this white, I have to clear the table because now I'm not going to paint the stripes, okay? Alright, so that's for now. I'm just going to cover the board with my white, just the way you do your board, so that I can do the chain. Just with fondant. No, please give me the fondant. See? So, fondant is rolled. So I'm just going to put water, cut and cover the board, okay? Just when you cover your board. So when I'm done, I'll get back to you guys so that we can do our chain. I won't do that chain. We have to do that chain, okay? Alright, then I think we also have something here. Let's see, even if you don't do, let's just see if we can do something. Even if not exactly that, or something similar to it, okay? Alright, so let me cover the board, then we'll do the chain and do some finishing, go with paint and clean. You see the real look of this cake. As you can see, it's already coming out beautiful. Alright, okay. Okay, so you see, we've done one chain. Okay, it's stained with black, it's okay, I'm going to paint it. Remember, I told you, that's why I'm not so cautious of this white, okay? Because I'm going to paint this other part apart from the stripes. Okay, so we're done with this. Now we've done another one. Okay, so we just did this where we did this hook. That's how we did this, okay? So what I did was, I just opened one. This was the mold. I used this chain mold, okay? I'm going to do a short part so you see how you do it. So I'll just gum, pour water, little water. Going to put water here. I don't want the weight of this to pull it down. So this is what I did. This was what I did. See, it's coming down. So I might just hold for some time. Let's see, make sure it's staying very well. Okay. Okay, so just like this. So I'm going to lock it with this. So I'm going to lock it with this. So I'm going to pour water. Click. See, so it's like a normal bag that has a chain. So I'm going to paint this chain gold, okay? Alright, so that's that. I think we're almost done. So the main thing left is just to paint. I think that's the main thing that is left. And I just want to do something here. Let's see if we can do their Z logo, what they call it. Let's see if we can create that, okay? Now if you notice, I've been working with freehand apart from this chain. You notice we did this one with freehand, the cuttings, everything, not these ones, even the padlock, everything freehand, okay? Apart from this chain, that's why I use mold, okay? Alright, okay, so that's that. So let's see if we can do the logo, okay? So I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so you see, I had to bring the chain to the front. I noticed that you know the bag we're actually following, actually the bag and the chain went backward. But I had to just bring it to the front. I noticed that it was finer at the front, okay? Alright, so that's why I have to bring the chain back to the front. Okay, so you see, I think we're going to try and create something. You know, that's their DS. You get this freehand. I cut my black from this row, cut round. This was how I got this one, just like this. I stretched it, okay? Let me just cut it around so you get what I'm saying. Let's assume this is round. Just telling you how I got it. Assume this is round. I just stretched, make sure it was long. I put my water and use it to pass round. You get? Then for this D and S, I just use my hand to form my D. You could as well print, okay? But I just want to make sure everything here is edible. I don't really want to print. If I printed, it would have been easier for me. Or maybe get a template or, you know, like printing the logo and it, okay? But I turn it to work freehand. When I'm done, you see the even with this, you see it's freehand. Like, let me tell you, my don't even look like that. You see it. I will paint it. This will come out better. So this is what I got my D. I'm someone who naturally love using freehand. Okay, and so you see, this is your D. So I got my D. As I got my, so I just touch them to water. So that's that. So this one is just normal black. Brought it down. Then I did this place where I did this other part. So I just want to gum this now to it. I'm going to gum this here. So it's going to stay like this. So I'll just put water. Remember, not so much. Okay. So this is what we have. I guess we're painting in gold, so okay. Yeah, so that's that. We're done with this. Okay, so I also want to show you how I achieve this chain. Okay, so let me just do something little for you to see. So you just roll, add CMC. Remember there is extra CMC in our white format. Okay, and make sure you keep your leftover. All these ones I'm just giving because they are little. Your main leftover format, make sure you keep them inside your ziploc case. If you get injured and you can't use it. Okay, so this is what you do. You put. Now because I'm going to paint this to gold, I'm actually going doing it with my corn flour, not Crisco. I was not going to paint it, it was another color, I don't want to paint it. Okay? Now then I would have used Crisco, okay? So I'm using my corn flour. Okay, so from here you try and find the mouth. See it. Cut it. I'm just doing something very short so that you see it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. So I did it to this part. I did the full one. So actually got two gave us this. I have to join it here, but you won't know. So you see, you bring out when you are done. This is what you have. So this is how you get your chain, okay? Alright, so that's that. So now we're going to be painting with dust. I'm going to be using silver and gold together. I'm going to mix silver and gold dust together to paint. I noticed in this cake, the gold is not really a shouty gold. It's not really silver. So I just want to see what I can achieve, like combining my gold and silver dust together to paint. So that's what I want to try. After I paint, this was a lighter shade of gold. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to be clearing this place. Then I will sit to paint. Okay? Alright, so I'll get back to you guys when I want to paint. Okay, see, initially I said I was going to paint. But let me just clean before painting the cake. I can still paint. Remember I told you can clean by using your cake steamer, vegetable oil, Crisco. Okay? You can use your edible spirit. Okay, different ways of cleaning. What I want to do is I want to use this. You can get this from the building material shop. Just get a new one and wash it, but it's clean, but you wash. Okay? Alright, so I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to use edible spirit. This is the it's like it normally comes like this. If there's some one that will just open it. Put edible spirit. And this is luster dust. You know my normal white luster dust. I want to have this shiny effect. Okay? So I've already put luster dust. So I just want to add more spirit to it. Okay, so I'll just lock. Okay, then I'll just pump. See it? Okay, so you see that you just spray it to give you this glittery effect. If you don't want to give it that glittery effect, you can just use it like that, okay? You must not put your luster dust, but that's what I want. The edible spirit is to evaporate and dry out. Okay, so you see, now I'm done. cleaning it. You see how glossy, how beautiful it looks. So we want to paint, we want to do finishing. Now remember I told you I'm going to use gold and silver. Now this is gold dust with edible spirit. Look at where I took this from. So I'll just add little silver to it. I want to have this off gold, off silver, or perhaps gold but lighter gold. So I just feel missing both will give me something that I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to start to paint. I decided to start from anywhere. I decided to start with this. Good. Good. It's giving me what I want. So please, you carefully paint, okay? Alright. So I'm just going to paint all the parts that I need to paint with my dust, okay? So when I'm done, our finished work should be ready. So I'm just going to paint. I'll take my time and paint. Carefully paint, please. So you see that you can actually clean with your edible spirits before you paint, or you can paint before you clean, and whatever one you want to do, whichever you want to do, that's your choice, okay? Alright, so when I'm done painting, I'm going to paint this chain. When I'm done, I'm going to get back to you guys. Okay, so you see these are end results, okay? You see how beautiful it is? We painted our chain to gold, our padlock, or the lock, whatever you want to call it, okay? All the places that need to be painted, and you look at the back, you see? So these all have, okay? So you can see that it's beautiful, it's looking so real that if you're not told that it's not the bag, you won't believe, okay? So looking so real. Alright, so once again, thank you so much for signing into this class. Please try and do your practicals, okay? It might look easy while I'm doing it, but when you actually discover that you have some things you really need to work on. So that's why you need to try it, okay? So that if you have any questions to ask, you can always drop it in the class, okay? You can drop it in the video, so anytime I'll give you an answer that you, okay? Alright? So you have a lovely night rest, okay?